Hey, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemi Shai, by Hashem Kodash, double honor to the apostle, Nels Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to y'all, keep pushing the truth throughout the four winds. Okay, back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai, hope it's edifying. See, it's entitled, The Nations Have Always Opposed Us. Okay, and it's more roughly going into how those nations that opposed us, how they can't be and receive salvation and things of that nature, and try to tie themselves into who we are and to this promise that was given to the children of Israel, this covenant. Okay. This is Ezra 4, and I'm going to start in 1. It says, now when the adversary, you have to understand, of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of captivity builded the temple unto the Lord power of Israel. Okay. So with this being said, we see that these adversaries are people that's opposed, that or goes against someone. Let's see what's going to happen to them in Jeremiah 30 and 16. It says, therefore, all that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries. So everyone that's against the children of Israel, it says all of them, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Okay. So now we understand that this is an everlasting thing, okay? Because this never happened before. When have we ruled over all our adversaries at once? It's never happened, okay? When did we spoil all of our adversaries? Never happened all at once, okay? So this showing you this is future prophecy, okay? Verse 2. Then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, let us build with you, for we seek your God. So this is the God or the power of Israel, okay? The 12 tribes. Now, why would someone want to build and they knew it was a separation from who the adversaries worshipped, from who the nation of Israel worshipped? They're telling you this right here. It says, let us build with you, we seek your God. So this right here is separation, okay? It's separation. So what we have with separation is different entities, okay? Now these entities are different, and someone's trying to tie themselves to your entity. That means you have and stake no claim with that power and whatever covenant that power has and has made with those people. You're trying to seek it out and be a part of it, okay? But you're not, all right? It says that's why they said, let us be a part of it. Let us build with you, okay? As ye do, and we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Ashardon, king of Ashur, which brought us up hither. Okay? So we want to take the one we worship and tie him into who you worship. Okay? We want to tie him into who you worship. Basically bringing two gods together. Okay? And this is Psalms 2:1. It says, why do the heathen rage? And the people imagine a vain thing. Why do the adversaries of the nation of Israel, which would be all the other nations, why do they imagine a vain thing that they're going to get salvation and the things that's coming in our kingdom and our society? Why do they think they're going to get their hands and be able to put themselves in that situation? It says the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord. Okay, if this is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob to the 12 tribes of Israel in that chosen line, it's telling you that they set themselves up against him. So if they set themselves up against him, how are they going to be joined with him? It's a vain thing. They were set up to go against him. So it's no way they're going to be set up in the end to be on the same side. They're adversaries. Okay? It says, and against his anointed, saying. So these people are against the anointed, and they're against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the chosen lines, the chosen seed, the nation of Israel. They're against them. And they're against his elect men. It says, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. Okay? He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Okay? Because the Lord knows what, you know what I'm saying, what their minds and everything are thinking. Okay? The Lord's laughing at them. They're like, you think you're going to fool me? Come on, man. It says, the Lord shall have them in derision. So their minds are not going to understand. Like right now, you have diehard Christians who really believe they're going to be in heaven. In this, just look at people that go to church. That's derision, bro. Their minds are really fucked off. Their minds are really fucked off. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. That's why you have a scripture that says they're going to know their inherited lies. Can you imagine that when they understand that they inherited lies from their forefathers, and they understand that who they think, Jesus and God and all that, who they think is coming back for them is really of a certain particular people that he loves. It's not for everyone. Can you imagine when people realize that they've been going to church for 40 and 50 years and it was all in vain? That's derision. That leaves you without hope now. Okay? So they were trying to tie, they're trying to tie themselves to eternal life or a salvation that really wasn't for them. Okay? But look at verse 3. Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our power. So, what's changed from then and now? Absolutely nothing. Okay? Absolutely nothing. All right? Because just like the gods of the other nations are idols, the same way this happened here, it's happening today. No one believes in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua truly but the elect. Okay? No one believes in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua but the elect, and you know what I'm saying, the chosen of the nation of Israel. But you have what? Other deities. Okay? You have other deities. All right? So, just like they were trying to tie themselves to the salvation of Israel then, They're trying to tie themselves to the salvation of Israel now. That's why you have people saying they're spiritual Jews, they're spiritual Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And there's no such thing. Okay? There's no such thing as a spiritual Jew or a spiritual Israelite. Okay? So it says you have nothing to do with us to build to our, or in the house unto our power. But we ourselves together will build unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua power of Israel. Okay? As King Cyrus, the king of Persia, had commanded us. Alright, so the thing is, everybody doesn't know their position or their place. It's strong derision. People seem to believe that they can actually, everybody can get salvation, and not knowing that your mind is gone. You will not get salvation. Okay? This is Psalms 50 and 16. It says, but unto the wicked, and this is a precept, the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? So what does all the other nation has to, you know what I'm saying? What do you have to do to declare my statutes? Like, how is this tied to you? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth. How you gonna take my words, my covenant, and my promises and put them in your mouth and basically give them to everybody as if I made these promises with the whole world? Okay? How you gonna do that? It's a question. And it says, seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee. Okay? And that's just like you have the wicked, which is Esau. We know they hate everything. And you have 2/3 follow along with them. Okay? But this is for these other nations trying to tie themselves to salvation and eternity that has nothing to do with them on the positive side. Okay? You can't tie yourself to a covenant just because you say you're tied to that covenant. It wasn't made for you. Okay? You aren't partaking in the curses. So how you going to partake in the salvation? Okay? 4. Then the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah and troubled them in building. So now they're going against them. Well, we can't be a part of your power, your God. Now we're going to spread all kinds of things about you and basically make you look weak. Or basically, we're going to slander you. Okay? It says, and they troubled them in building. We see the same things today. Okay? Tell people we're the real, just ask Nick Cannon. Ask Deshaun Jackson. Tell everybody we the chosen people, and you got a platform. They're going to catch you backpedaling, crawfishing back, because now you got to give this apology. You don't have 2 feet to stand on. Okay? They're going to make you, they're going to blackball you. They're going to make you look bad. Okay? It says, and hired counselors against them to frustrate their purpose all the days of Cyrus, king of Persia, even until the reign of Darius, the king of Persia. See that? So the thing now is, you have to understand that these things were set up. Okay? And just as soon as the truth starts coming forth, the thing with all this is, you have a chosen remnant and a chosen people, but the mass of the people don't believe that. The masses don't believe that. Okay, you have sellout, coon, Sambo Negroes, and you have the rest of the world who thinks, well, they're just some crazy, militant, people who hates the chosen people of the Bible, and they're trying to put themselves in there, and it's a false narrative and things of that nature, but they don't understand. Okay? Those people over there are phonies. But the majority of the world is not going to believe that. You know why? Look at our situation. Look at how low we are. Okay? Even though it's the truth, we are the chosen people. But people go off of face value of things. They're looking at us and like, man, these people are in the ghetto. They're very beaten down. They're poverty stricken. Everything about them is basically, it doesn't send off a message of the creator of heaven and earth. These couldn't be the people, because look at the situations they're in. They're poor. They're last on every list of everything. You know what I'm saying? And they just take this thing with seeing what they see with their physical eyes. Okay? But this is Psalms, and this is how they come against us. It says, Psalms 83 says, "For lo, thy enemy make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head." So everybody that hates us, they're lifting the head up, even right now. Okay? "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones." So if someone's hidden, that means if they're hidden, the hidden ones, that's who we are, because we've been scattered and our number together is small. Okay? Our number together is small. The Lord masterminded this, bruh. It's a small number. If we were in one particular land together with all the truth, it would be different. But now we're sprinkled a little bit here, sprinkled a little bit there. On the other side of the world, a little bit here, a little bit there in each state. But the thing is, we're not as a country, okay? We're not together to where we ring bells with numbers and like in the masses. We're small. Okay, you have a camp, that's some big camps, but it's small in comparison to those people that's actually in the land. That's why everybody believed that those are the chosen people. Okay, and it was set up that way. That's why it says they come against thy hidden ones. They consulted. Okay, it says they have said, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation." There you go. A nation thrives and dwells together in their own country. They have their own military and things like that, but that's why we're not looked upon as the chosen people, because we don't have none of these things. Okay? Like, we can't even fight for ourselves right now. That's why the world sees us, but it's beautiful. We're flying under the radar. Nobody sees the nation of Israel, who they really are, Negroes, Latinos, and natives. Nobody actually sees us, and that makes the story and the ending far greater, because nobody would have expected the lowest of the low to be the pinnacle, the chosen. Now imagine the shock. Imagine the faces of people that had no clue. Okay? They said, let's cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. This is why they can say they're Israel. They can tie themselves to salvation now, because they're playing in the power seat. It was set up. So if we're not remembered, we lost our own heritage and our own customs, and we're not in our land. That leaves an open door for everyone else or anyone else to say they're the chosen people. Okay? These are the chosen people. So they can play around with that now. Okay? So by them playing around with that, you know what happens? The world believes it. Throughout the process of time, set this up, set that up, now you got this, now you got that, and what happens? Boom. The whole world believes that these are the chosen people. Okay? 5, it says, "For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee." So they came together and they made a pact. They made an oath. We're going to keep these people in the jam, in the projects, in the slums. We're going to keep them very low. Okay? We're going to keep them very low because we know that they can't find out who they really are. That throws a kink in our game then. Okay? Tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites and Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre, Ashur is joined unto them. They have Hoplan, the children of Lot, Selah. Okay, so we're basically broken down. We're broken down. But it was all according to plan. They've always done this to us. They've always made it look to where basically they're coming against us. But the thing is now we've lost the memory of who we truly were. So if we lost the memory, guess what? They lost it also. Okay? And we're not talking about like just everyone, because the elites know who we are. Just like we know who we are. But the masses of the people, okay, you got to keep in mind, these people control the media. They control everything because it was given to them an appointed time to do so. Okay? So by them having that, the news and all that, they can make us look like we're not what we really are. Okay? That's why we're commanded to walk spiritual. Everyone can't walk spiritual. Okay? A lot of these people basically see everything through physical eyes and they just take it for what it is. All right? But won't take the Bible for what it is when you see the words and it's broken down to you the way it's supposed to be. Okay? But they've always seen us, especially now when we lost our heritage. They see us as nothing. Okay? Small in number, scattered, things of that nature. It makes for a great ending to the story, but they've always looked down on us. That's not going to stop until we get out of this place. Okay, I hope this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the Apostle Nelson Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to you. I can push this truth throughout the four winds. Till next time, Shalom.